happy family. However, once their kind-hearted mother suddenly passed away, their happiness came to an end. Cinderella's father married another woman soon after. The woman had 2 spoiled and spiteful daughters. They were just as unkind as their mother. They all came to live in the house. Cinderella now had 2 stepsisters and a stepmother. Everyone loved Cinderella, who was incredibly kind and beautiful. She had long blonde hair, ocean blue-coloured eyes, and delicate feet and hands. Out of jealousy, the stepsisters made sure to make Cinderella's life miserable. They made her do all the housework and used her as the housemaid. Her only friend was a tabby cat. When she finished her chores, she would take her cat on her lap, sit by the fireplace, and tell him about her misfortune. She always told him how much she missed her mother. That's why Cinderella was nicknamed Cindercat. Unfortunately, soon after, her father died too. The stepsisters and stepmother gave Cinderella a room in the attic.
You can't stay on the same floor as us. You're better suited up there.
Please, let me and my cat get warmed up by the fireplace.
Only after we go to bed. The ashes of the fireplace should be enough for you. Your clothes are ripped and torn. We don't want to see you around.
Poor Cinderella accepted her fate. Every night she would sit next to the fireplace and try to warm herself with the cinders left in it. One day, a soldier stopped by their home to invite all girls who were of age to marry to a ball at the palace.
Our king is to leave his throne to his son. The only condition is for him to marry a suitable girl. How many girls are there in this house who are of age?
Joyously, the mother presented her own 2 daughters.
I have 2 beautiful girls.
Then who is that girl that I see in the kitchen wiping the floors?
She's our housemaid. How could we bring her to the palace?
It doesn't matter. I must write her name down as well.
Even if you write her name down, it won't matter. She has no clothes or shoes to wear. Go ahead, write it down.
Cinderella begged her stepmother.
Please, give me one of my sister's dresses, so I can come too.
No, you will not go. You will clean the floors until we come back. Do you think the prince will choose you over my daughters, the Cindercat?
The 3 of them mocked Cinderella and chased her away. Finally, the day of the ball arrived.
Ooh!
All dressed up, they went to the ball and left Cinderella behind. Cinderella cried hopelessly. Right at that moment, a glowing fairy appeared before Cinderella.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the ball.
Who are you?
I'm the good fairy who helps kind-hearted girls. Your mother has sent me here to help you. She is watching over you from above. Let's get to it. Find me a large pumpkin and 6 mice.
Cinderella did what the fairy asked of her right away. She brought the pumpkin, and the mice in her room, who were already her friends, came running to help. With the wand in her hand, the fairy turned the pumpkin into a fantastic carriage. 4 mice into white horses, 1 mouse into a coachman, and 1 into a footman. Finally, it was Cinderella's turn. The fairy touched her head with her wand and turned her into a wonderful princess.
Remember, don't stay past midnight. The spell will break after 12 o'clock. You must leave the ball. before 12. Good luck.
Cinderella got in the carriage and went straight to the palace. As soon as she entered the ballroom, everyone stared at her and held their breath. They were curious to learn who she was. She must be a princess from another country. They asked themselves who else would arrive in such a magnificent carriage and wear exquisite jewels. The prince, who saw Cinderella, came up to her immediately.
My lady, will you dance with me?
With pleasure, His Royal Highness.
It was love at first sight. The prince danced with Cinderella all night. The king and queen also really liked Cinderella. This girl would suit us and our palace as well. She's noble and beautiful. We have found our bride. All the other girls at the ball, including the stepmother and stepsisters, were huffing and puffing with jealousy.
Where do you come from? Where do you live? What's your name?
Time passed by really quickly. Cinderella, who saw that it was almost 12 o'clock, left the prince unexpectedly and ran out of the palace. As she hurried down the palace stairs, she lost one of her glass shoes. But because she was in such a hurry, she left it behind, got in the carriage, and went home. At exactly midnight, everything turned into what it was before. The prince, who had run after Cinderella, was in complete shock. He hadn't been able to catch up to her, but he found her glass shoe on the stairs. When Cinderella came home, she was surprised at what she saw. The house was sparkling clean. There was even a hot soup brewing on the stove. The fairy had sorted this out too. When Cinderella went to her room, she was very sad.
But what now? I'll never be able to see the prince again.
Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
Meanwhile, the prince thought only about the beautiful girl who had run away from the ball.
I must find her. I will take no other as my queen. Tomorrow we will try this shoe on every girl's foot that attended the ball last night and across the city. If the shoe fits someone, then that girl will be my queen.
The next day, soldiers walked door to door and asked all the girls who had attended the ball to try on the glass shoe. Everyone wore the shoe with excitement, but it didn't fit anyone. Finally, it was time for Cinderella's home. Everyone was incredibly excited. The stepsisters spent hours massaging and creaming their feet in order to shorten them. And they locked Cinderella in the attic. Yet, the shoe didn't fit either of the sisters' feet.
Come on.
Just as the soldiers were about to leave, they heard a sound from upstairs. Cinderella had managed to catch their attention by knocking down a cupboard.
What's that sound? Who's upstairs?
The house cat. There's no one.
No cat can make such a noise. Don't lie. Let's go upstairs and have a look.
Immediately.
Huh?
They got Cinderella out of the locked room and asked her to try on the glass shoe.
Oh.
The shoe fit perfectly. Cinderella showed them the other pair. The soldiers knew that they had found the princess and ran to the palace to deliver the good news. The prince joyously arrived at Cinderella's house and recognized her right away.
Will you marry me and be my princess?
Having received the answer as yes, he took her to the palace.
Everything
Cinderella
happened, just
told him
like I
about
told you,
everything that had happened to
and
her.
everything was fine.
I
They
am
got
so
married
happy.
with a wedding lasting 40 days and 40 nights. The first thing Cinderella did was to have her tabby cat brought to the palace. They lived happily ever after, and the good fairy looked over them at all times. Once upon a time, there lived a rich merchant. He was so rich that he didn't even know how much money he had. This merchant had 3 daughters. 2 of them were selfish, lazy, and unkind, but the third one was incredibly polite, generous, and loving. With her flowing brown hair and big green eyes, she was both beautiful and of good character, so her father simply called her Beauty. Beauty never wanted to upset her father. Her sisters, on the other hand, only thought of money, dresses, and jewels. This is why their father loved Beauty the most. One evening, Beauty dreamed of a tall, handsome, dark-haired prince. In her dream, she was wearing a marvelous dress while dancing with the prince. At the end of their dance, the prince gifted her a rose. When she woke up, she was still smiling and dancing with the effect of her dream. Her sisters watched in shock, filled with jealousy. Days went by, and one day, Beauty's father received terrible news. A powerful storm had destroyed all of the merchant's ships. They had all sunk and he had lost all his wealth. Not long after, they received good news that one of their ships hadn't sunk. Upon hearing this news, their father, with joy, headed to the port.
We're probably safe now. We're rich again. After I sell all the merchandise, what would you like me to bring you?
Beautiful dresses and shoes.
Precious jewels.
My dear father, just come back to us safe and sound. I don't want anything. But if you can bring me a red rose, I'll be very happy.
The merchant bid his girls farewell and went to the port. But when he arrived, he couldn't believe his eyes. The ship was destroyed and all the merchandise had fallen into the sea and was lost. So, nothing had changed. They were still poor. Sadly, on his way back home, without realizing, he entered the forest. For some time he tried to find the road, but at this point, he and his horse were both very tired. Suddenly, he spotted a light in the distance. It was getting dark, so he hurried and headed towards the light. A magnificent palace appeared before him. It was a palace with lights all around it and a huge garden. The palace had a mysterious feel. When the merchant arrived at the garden gates, they opened spontaneously. Going through a path with lots of trees, he reached the door of the palace, which also opened spontaneously. Though the merchant didn't understand what was going on, he went inside.
Good evening. Is anyone here?
He walked past the huge living room and other rooms, asking if anyone was home. He suddenly found himself before a table full of different types of food, desserts, and fruits. Since he was very hungry, he sat down and ate until he was full. Wandering in awe around the alluring rooms of the palace, he looked for a place to sleep. He found a beautiful bedroom on the top floor.
Well, there's nothing to do now. When the owners of the palace arrive, I'll thank them for everything.
He lay down on the bed and fell asleep. The next day, when he went downstairs, this time, he saw that a beautiful large breakfast table had been set for him.
I think that luck has found me again. There's even fresh juice. But I have to go now. Even if I didn't get to meet you, thank you very much. Goodbye.
He went out to the garden, and just as he approached the gates, he saw a beautiful red rose.
I'll take this rose for my daughter as a souvenir. Beauty will love it.
He picked the rose. At the same time, he heard a noise behind him. When he turned around, there was a monster. It was a scary monster, black hairy hands, huge mouth and eyes, and sharp teeth.
I did everything to make you stay comfortable. Aren't you ashamed of picking the flower without permission?
I'm sorry, sir. My intentions weren't bad. I have 3 girls. One of them asked me to bring back a rose for her. I picked it for my daughter. Please forgive me.
So you have 3 daughters then?
Yes, sir.
Well, I will only forgive you on one condition. One of your daughters must come and stay with me willingly. If no one comes, I will punish you very badly. Here, I'm giving you my fastest horse. I expect both of you within a week. If not, you will pay the price for your insolence.
The merchant, wanting so desperately to stay alive, climbed on the horse and went straight home. He explained to his daughters everything that had happened.
Which one of you will come with me there?
I can't live with the monster. Beauty is the one to be blamed. She should go.
Yes, it's her fault that Dad encountered this monster. She should go.
Okay, Father, don't be upset. I will go willingly, and I will save you.
My beautiful girl. You're going because of me. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sad, Father. Everything will be fine.
When they arrived at the palace, everything was the same as before. A fire was burning in the fireplace, the table was full of food, and bright lights were lit everywhere. Since they were both hungry from the long journey, they sat at the table and had dinner. Not long after that, the monster headed downstairs.
Good evening, and welcome. My name is Beast. Will you stay here with me?
Yes, sir. I wanted that rose. It's not my father's fault. He only wanted to bring me a gift.
Then your father will leave tomorrow, and you will stay here and be my friend.
The next day, Beauty's father left.
I'll miss you very much. Forgive me, my dear.
I'll miss you too. Please don't worry. Just take care of yourself.
Waving, she bid her father farewell from the garden gates. Days went by, but she was incredibly sad. She cried every day. One night as she was crying, "What will I do with the beast? How will I get used to this?" He appeared before her.
Good evening. How are you? Is your room comfortable? Do you need anything? Your wish is my command. But you coming here at your own will has made me incredibly happy. If only you liked me a little. Is it because I'm ugly?
Beauty always told him the truth.
I don't like you, but I've gotten used to you.
Just wait and see. One day I'll make you like me. You won't see the ugliness of my face, but you'll see the kindness of my heart. That's what's important.
They were actually becoming quite good friends. They played piano together and sang songs. They wandered around the garden and fed the birds. Beauty realized that Beast wasn't as ugly as she thought he was. In fact, she had started to like him. One night, she dreamed of her father and saw he had become really ill. The next morning,
Good morning. Last night I saw my father in my dream. He was very ill. Please let me go and visit my father for a week. I've missed him so much. Will you let me?
Okay then. Exactly 1 week. If you go over 1 week and not come back, I will die here. Don't forget that.
I promise. I'll see him and come right back.
Then let's put this magical heart-shaped medallion on your neck.
If you make a wish while holding it tightly, it will come true.
they parted in this way.
I want to go to my father.
She arrived at her father's house. Her father was so pleased to see her that he started feeling better almost immediately.
I missed you so much, Beauty.
I miss you too, Father.
Her sisters didn't understand what just happened and how she just suddenly arrived. They were still jealous of Beauty. Beauty told her father everything. That she was now happy and that he shouldn't be sad anymore. She stayed a week at her father's house without realizing how time passed by. One day, she saw Beast in her dream lying on the floor. Thinking that he had died, she became incredibly frightened. It dawned on her that she was late by one day. She felt guilty because she hadn't kept her promise.
He told me that if I stayed over a week that he would die. What selfishness this is. If something happened to him because of me, I will never be able to forgive myself.
She immediately bid her father and sisters farewell, took the medallion in her hand, holding it tightly, kissed it and made her wish. She found herself in Beast's palace. Beast was on the floor with his eyes closed. Helpless, Beauty had no idea what to do.
I shouldn't have left you alone. Please forgive me.
Beauty, thinking that she had lost Beast, kept on crying. Suddenly, Beast opened his eyes.
I finally realized how much I love you.
Can you really love someone as ugly as me?
Of course. I will never part with you again.
Then will you marry me?
Yes, yes.
Suddenly, with a blinding light, Beast's face started to change. A handsome prince took his place. He was tall with thick dark hair.
Oh, you're the prince that I was dancing with in my dream.
Yes, an evil witch turned me into the beast. The only way for the spell to be broken was if a girl accepted my hand and married despite my ugliness. Thank you for saving me, Beauty.
Not long after that, the prince and Beauty got married. They brought her merchant father and her sisters to the palace as well. They lived happily ever after. This was a victory of inner beauty.
Cinderella will be crowned princess this week. The best seamstress in the country has sewn a magnificent ceremonial dress for her, embellished with precious stones.
I'm very excited, Pofu. Do you like my dress?
It's great. You will be the most beautiful crowned princess ever.
It took a lot of planning for this event. Royal members of neighbouring countries, noble families and many important people were invited to the ceremony. But there was someone lurking who wasn't happy about this at all.
If this girl wears a crown, she'll become a real princess. This ceremony should never take place.
How can we prevent that from happening?
Ha ha ha! I've got the perfect plan. Ha 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 ha!
What if something goes wrong at the ceremony? I'm so afraid, dear Pofu.
Don't worry, my princess. Everything will be fine.
What's that smoke? Witch Rosa and her daughter Sarah. What are they doing there?
You wait here. I'll find out. What are you boiling in the cauldron?
It's none of your business, silly bunny. Get out of here now.
No need to get upset. I'm going.
But Pofu was clever and didn't leave. Instead, she hid in a corner and followed them.
Here goes! Now that girl can only dream of a crown. Ha 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 ha.
So what will this medicated pomegranate syrup do?
Cinderella will get sick when she drinks this. There will be red spots on her face. Ha 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 And of course, the ceremony won't take place.
Pofu immediately told Cinderella what she had heard and advised her not to drink anything they'd offer.
Is that so? It seems that they will never leave me alone.
I think they should learn a lesson.
Some time passed and Sarah came to Cinderella with a tray in her hand.
Hello, Cinderella. I was thinking that we should be friends, so I baked you a cake with pomegranate syrup. I hope you like it.
I'm happy to hear that, Sarah. I also think we should be friends. Thank you for your syrup.
Cinderella knew that the syrup was medicated, so she did not taste it. She also made a cake mixed with the medicated syrup with another drink and sent it to Sarah.
She believed I wanted to be her friend and sent me a treat. Silly princess. The cake looks good. Let me taste it. Cherry syrup is also good.
Sarah had some of the medicated syrup and got sick. Her face and eyes were filled with red spots.
Oh my god, what happened to me? I look ugly.
How did this happen? It looks like Cinderella has a spy.
You have to think of something. Cinderella must not be crowned.
If so, then we will steal the crown.
What? So they will steal the crown.
After hearing Witch Rose's plan, she ran back to Cinderella and shared everything she heard.
I want a fake crown to be made fast, please.
The most talented jewelers made a fake crown resembling the real one.
It looks great. It's hard to tell them apart. Here goes nothing. Let's see what happens tonight.
She can forget wearing the crown now.
One day, when Cinderella is expelled from the palace, I will marry the prince and wear this crown, Mother.
The witch is very surprised to see that the preparations in the palace continue the next day.
What's going on? What nonsense is that? There should be no ceremony without a crown. Oh no! That's not possible. Where did these guards come from? We were fooled! This crown is fake!
My dear Pufu, please keep an eye on the witch. I don't think she's done yet.
Don't worry, princess. Leave it to me.
The witch didn't give up easily, of course. She was making another potion in her room.
It looks just like water. What will that do?
You'll sprinkle this on Cinderella's outfit. When she goes out in the sun, she will have a foul smell.
This is awesome! She will be humiliated in front of everyone.
Of course, the ceremony will be cancelled. Nobody can be crowned with such dishonour.
This witch is really evil.
While the witch and her daughter were peeking behind the door, Pofu entered and exchanged the bottle.
I hate the kids in this palace. They always knock on the door and run away. Wait until I become queen one day. I'll punish them. Now, take this bottle, sneak into Cinderella's room, and pour it over her dress. Ha 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 ha!
Pofu had done exactly that to Sarah's outfit, but the mixture on the dress wasn't water at all, but the witch's potion. The awaited moment had arrived. The coronation ceremony had begun.
Let's see what happens to the princess's dress.
But when the rays of sunlight hit Sarah's dress, it became wrinkled, filled with stains and an awful smell.
Ugh, what is this? Oh no!
Oh, what is this? Oh no!
And everyone watched Cinderella get crowned.
Long live our princess!
Cinderella had married the prince and was very happy. But there was one thing that upset her. She constantly made mistakes because she didn't know the palace's rules.
Why are the people around me looking at me weirdly?
Her maid said her clothes were not suitable for the palace and that she should wear clothes worthy of a princess.
That's why everybody was looking and laughing at me. Now I understand.
Among those who laughed at Cinderella were the evil sorceress Rosa and her daughter Sarah. Since Rosa cast spells, everyone calls her Witch Rosa.
She became a princess, but she doesn't know how to dress in the palace.
I was supposed to marry the prince. It was my right to be a princess.
That can still happen. Trust your mother. Cinderella will regret being a princess. Eventually, the king and the prince will realise that she cannot be a princess, and this marriage will end.
Cinderella didn't know the rules, so she made mistakes again while having dinner. She dipped bread in her soup and slurped it.
Yummy! How tasty it is!
When she couldn't cut the meat on her plate with a knife, Sarah, sitting next to her, gave her advice.
You can eat the meat with your hand. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Cinderella believed Sarah and took the meat with her hands and ate it. But the people at the table laughed at her.
How disgusting! It's a shame that a princess doesn't have table manners.
I'm sorry. I won't make these mistakes again.
One day, while sitting in the garden of the palace, she heard a voice next to her.
Why are you so unhappy, princess?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I'm Pofu. I have lived in this palace for many years. I know everything there is to know about the palace.
Oh, yeah? Maybe you can help me.
What do you want me to help you with?
I still don't know the customs of the palace. Sarah also tricked me so that I made more mistakes. What should I do?
That is easy. You must go to princess school.
Princess school? That's an excellent idea. Thank you very much, Pofu. You're a darling.
Thus, it was decided that Cinderella would go to princess school.
Cinderella is going to attend princess school.
That girl won't do well at school.
But what can we do?
Ha 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 ha! You will go to that school too, and you will do what I say.
On the first day of school, students would be given a walking lesson. Cinderella was surprised to see Sarah in the classroom.
Oh, Sarah? Why are you here?
As a lady of society, I have to improve myself. Remember, there will be an exam on how to carry yourself at the end of the lesson. Good luck!
Cinderella shall not pass this exam. Take this powder and pour it on the clothes she will be wearing.
What is this powder?
Ha ha ha! Itching powder! Ha ha ha! Don't show it to anyone.
Oh no! They're plotting against Cinderella. Not under my watch.
A dazzling, sparkling princess dress was prepared for Cinderella. Sarah sneaked into the room and dusted the powder on Cinderella's dress.
Oh no! I have to do something right now.
Finally, it was time for the exam, and Cinderella walked with the grace of a princess in her shimmering gown.
Why isn't this girl itching? Didn't you sprinkle the powder?
I did, but I don't understand either.
When it was Sarah's turn, she couldn't walk properly because she was itching and scratching. So she didn't pass the exam.
How can that be? Impossible!
Pofu, what are you doing here?
I came to watch you. Congratulations. You walked so beautifully. You were born a princess.
What happened to Sarah? She was scratching and couldn't walk. I feel bad for her.
Don't be sad. Sarah dusted itching powder on your gown, but I cleaned the powder and sprinkled it on her clothes. She got the punishment she deserved.
Now I understand why she came to school. She wanted me to fail.
Yes, you should watch out for them.
The next exam would be table etiquette. The princess of the neighbouring country will also attend and be the guest of honour at dinner.
This time, don't make any mistakes, you clumsy girl. Cinderella must not pass this exam.
So what should I do?
Just pour this liquid on her soup.
They're scheming something again. They never give up.
Finally, it was time for the banquet. Everyone took their place at the table. Cinderella welcomed the guest princess.
Welcome, princess. It's an honor to host you at our school.
They all sat at the table and started eating their meal. Sarah took the small bottle out of her pocket and poured it into Cinderella's soup without anyone noticing.
Oh no, I must warn Cinderella.
Oh, this is Pufu. Is she pointing at me?
Cinderella understood what Pufu was trying to say, and she replaced her soup with Sarah's without anyone noticing.
No, don't! Stop! Don't drink! Oh no!
At the end of the day, Cinderella successfully passed the exam and received the etiquette certificate.
I couldn't have done it without you, Pufu. Thank you so much.
I'll always be by your side, my princess.
Hansel and Gretel are back in action to save the lovable parrot Jack from Blackbeard the pirate. This time, Hansel had a magic crystal ball in his hand.
It seems that the pirates finished working. None of them are in sight.
Let's be careful, they could be on the ship.
I bet they put Jack back in the ship's cell.
No, Hansel, he saw us.
Take this!
Will this crystal ball be able to stop the pirate?
The toy maker said it would work. Let's see.
Wow, the man froze.
The toy maker was right. The magic crystal ball works. Here it is.
Hansel and Gretel immediately started looking for Jack the parrot.
Let's find Jack and get out of here now.
Look, there's something here.
Hi, my friends. I knew you wouldn't leave me.
Yeah, we are gonna get you out this time.
It can't be. The pirate is pulling around.
Hide quickly.
Oh, he didn't go after us, yet he saw us.
So those who stare at the crystal ball get frozen, but they don't remember anything when they wake up. And that's good.
Let's go.
Huh? What is that sound?
It can't. The ship has sailed.
Anxiously, Hansel and Gretel thought about what to do next.
This is not good. We have to hide until we dock again.
Where are we going?
We're going to the jungle island. They're going to sell me there to bird collectors.
We have no choice but to wait. When we reach the island, we all escape together.
While the ship was on its way to Jungle Island, they were caught in a storm.
Oh, great! It's a storm! Hold on, Gretel!
I hope it ends soon.
Help me! I'm in my cage!
Finally, the storm subsided. But Hansel and Gretel were tired from the difficult journey.
Gretel, wake up! The ship is anchored! We are at the port!
What? We're already here? Did we fall asleep?
No way! They took Jack while we were sleeping!
Bird collectors! Blackbeard must have taken Jack there.
With this, we can get Jack back!
Hansel and Gretel managed to get off the ship without being seen.
We can find Jack there. Here it is. Did Pirate sell you a red-tailed parrot? We want to get it back.
The bird trader explained that he had sold the parrot to the forest witch. He offered to sell other birds to Hansel and Gretel if they were interested.
We'll give you all this gold on one condition. You must release all the birds you have.
The bird trader didn't think about it twice and accepted the offer immediately.
Where we can find the forest witch?
When the man said that the witch lived at the end of the jungle, Hansel and Gretel immediately set off. Meanwhile, the forest witch was busy working on her latest plan at home.
Good thing I got you. I need you for my latest potion.
Why do you need me? I don't understand potions.
I'm going to boil you and use your broth for the potion, silly parrot.
Our little friends finally found the witch's house.
That must be the house.
We don't have much time left. If we don't read the magic word in the fairy tale book before sundown, we can't ever go back home.
Yes, we must save Jack as soon as possible.
There's Jack.
I will approach the witch from behind and put the sack over her head. That's when you'll grab the cage and we run.
But the witch's face is turned towards us. She can see us.
Someone else can help us.
Do you think he understood?
Jack looks like a smart parrot. I hope I'm not wrong. Hey, witch! I think your house caught fire. You're on fire!
What's on fire, dumb bird?
I just saw flames in your window.
Jack is really smart. Come on now.
Hey, who are you? How dare you?
Hansel, run!
This creaking squeaky floors.
So you're going to play tricks on me? Here you go.
No! Hansel!
Gretel! The crystal ball, quick!
You'll see now.
Do you think you can scare me off with that ball?
Look then!
Wow! What happened to the witch?
Hansel and Gretel saved their charming friend Jack.
You are now free, my friend.
Now you can fly home.
I'm free! I can't believe it!
Before flying home, Jack thanked Hansel and Gretel.
If you hadn't helped me, I would have never survived. I will never forget you. Goodbye.
Hansel, the sun is setting. We must go home.
Where is that magic word? I can't find it.
Hurry up, Hansel. If you can't find it, we'll stay here forever.
I found it. I found it. The sun goes down and rises again. Good always conquers evil. We're back. We did it.
Wow, that was some adventure.
It was a beautiful day. Hansel heard that a puppeteer was performing in town.
A puppeteer is in town. Do you want to check it out?
Hooray! I love puppets!
So Hansel and Gretel went to town to watch the show.
That's where it should be.
It's about to start! That's funny! Look at the crowd!
Oh, wonderful! Very nice!
When the show was over, the puppeteer distributed candy to the children.
Get some of these. This is our treat to you.
Candy Rooster! My favorite!
When they came out of the tent, Hansel said he would stop by the bakery to buy bread.
Wait for me here. I'll get the bread and be right back.
Okay, but make it fast. Let's get home before it gets dark. Oh no! I dropped my candy!
I couldn't get enough of this candy. They're yummy.
Hansel should have been back by now.
Meanwhile, strange things were happening in the puppeteer's carriage.
Well done, you shorties. Let's see now. Do you like your candies? The children that eat my sweets become mine. Ha 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 ha. Today I think I've got all the children I need. We can go now.
Worried about Hansel, Gretel looked for him.
The baker is closing. Where is Hansel?
Gretel then thought she had no choice but to return home.
Maybe he forgot that I was waiting for him and went home.
At the same time that Gretel was on her way home, the puppeteer was leaving town.
I did a good job today. Now it's time to make new puppets.
When Gretel returned home, she told her father what had happened. So her father immediately went to town to look for Hansel. That evening, Gretel could not sleep.
I hope nothing bad happened to my brother.
At sunrise, neither Hansel nor his father had returned. Gretel heard a voice while she was at home.
I know why you're upset, and I can help you.
Who's there? Where are you?
I'm here. Look up.
Who? Who are you?
I'm a fairy godmother, and I only help good people.
Fairy godmother? Could you help me find my brother, please?
Meanwhile, far away in a cabin in the woods,
I'm preparing a nice syrup for you. Once you drink it, you'll all be the new stars of my show.
The puppeteer is a wicked person. He makes puppets out of children and makes candies with a potion.
With a potion?
Yes, when children eat these candies, they're in a daze and go to him. So the children become puppets.
So if I hadn't dropped my candy, I'd be under the puppeteer's spell too?
You're lucky you dropped your candy.
So how do we save Hansel and the other children from the puppeteer?
First, we have to get rid of the potion. Then, we get to the dust of the past in the snake cave and save the children.
Let's do whatever it takes. I'm ready.
Meanwhile, the puppeteer had finished making the potion.
It's okay. Soon I'll have my new puppets. Ha 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 ha. Come and get it. Well done. Now it's your turn.
You have to be very careful, Gretel. Take the bottle and get out. Even if you see Hansel, don't stop or you'll be caught. The duration of the invisibility spell I can cast on you is very short.
Okay.
Bravo, Gretel! Let's dispose of the potion first, and then we'll go to the snake cave. Meanwhile, the dust of the past is in a golden box in the cave. It won't be easy to get it. Unfortunately, there's something else you should know, and you won't be happy about it.
Oh? What is that?
An evil witch lives in that cave, and I cannot go to that area. Fairy Council rules.
What does that mean? I'll have to face the witch alone?
Yes, but I'll bestow some magic power upon you to defeat her.
What is this ball?
Fireball. You should only use it when you're facing the most dangerous moment.
Oh, what is this hot air balloon?
You'll be able to fly wherever you want with this magic hot air balloon. But there's only one thing you should not forget.
What is that?
Time. You must take the dust before nightfall and return home. Otherwise, the dust of the past is useless.
I'll save them all from that evil puppeteer.
I know you can do it, Gretel. Good luck.
So Gretel got on the magic balloon and set off.
Wow, flying is wonderful. First, I have to find that snake cave. Come on, hot air balloon, take me there.
Come on, drink it. You've been the best puppet I've ever had. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'll dress you in the most beautiful costume. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Let's see if Gretel can save Hansel and the children from the evil puppeteer. You can find out when you watch the next story, Snake Cave. Once upon a time, in a country far away, a cute little girl named Mia lived happily with her grandfather. Mia's grandfather was used to her magic. She was actually the little girl the Wicked Witch once transformed into a Snow Queen. Although Mia broke the witch's spell, she still had magical powers. But this time, she only used her magic to do good deeds.
Well done, Yellow Goat. You gave me lots of milk today.
One day, a visitor came to Mia. It was Gerda. She had saved her from the witch's magic.
Hi, Mia. I came to see you. How are you?
Gerda, I'm so happy to see you.
What a cute dog.
This is our dear friend, Poppy. Come on, let me introduce you to my grandfather.
Mia introduced Gerda and shared how she had broken the witch's spell with her help. But there was someone who was watching them from afar.
Here is the girl who broke my spell and restored the wicked Snow Queen. She went to visit her now.
Yow! Go! You should punish her!
Of course, I will punish her. Nobody can destroy my wickedness.
What will you do?
She took my Snow Queen. I'll turn her into a Snow Queen.
Amazing! amazing idea! I'm hungry! Give me some food!
I don't have time now. I have to make a magic potion right away.
So the witch set out to prepare potions to turn Gerda into a snow queen.
Ow! I'm telling you, I'm hungry! Give me food, witch!
Get out! I'm busy.
You'll see, wicked witch! I know what I'm going to do to you!
The crow got angry at the witch and flew away. Meanwhile, Mia was busy seeing off her friend Gerda.
It was nice seeing you again, Gerda. Will you come again? Likewise, Mia. We had a great time. You too can come to visit whenever you want. Goodbye.
Gerda was happily walking down the forest path on her way back. Suddenly, a giant eagle with huge wings swooped down on Gerda. Gerda was shouting in fear.
Let me go! Where are you taking me? Help!
Here you are. I got you.
Who are you? What have I done to you?
You broke my Snow Queen spell and brought her back to herself. Now you'll pay for it.
No! Let me go, please!
Let you go? Forget it.
Meanwhile, the tattletale crow came to Mia's house. The crow landed on a branch and called out to Mia.
Hey, little girl! The evil witch kidnapped your friend Gerda. She will make her the new Snow Queen.
Oh no! I must save her!
I agree! Hurry!
I know you! You are the witch's crow. Why are you helping us?
The wicked witch didn't give me any food. She hurled a glass at my head.
Thanks for helping us. You can eat the chicken's corn if you want.
This is awesome!
Mia told her grandfather that she had to save Gerda from the witch. With a magic spell, a horse-drawn carriage with 2 beautiful horses appeared at the door, and she immediately left. Meanwhile, Witch was preparing the potion for Gerda.
No need to be afraid. You are my guest tonight. I prepared this beautiful fruit syrup for you. Drink it.
Mia's carriage stopped in front of the castle. When Mia walked to the castle door, 2 guards stood in front of her. Mia got rid of the guards with her magic and entered the castle. Gerda, afraid of the witch, was about to drink the potion.
Come on, drink it. I will turn you into the evil Snow Queen.
Gerda, stop! Don't drink!
Mia!
Where did you come from? You'll see now.
Let's get out!
escaping! They're escaping! Wake up!
Oh, my head. Where are they?
When the witch regained consciousness, she ran to the window and saw Mia and Gerda speeding away from the castle in a carriage. She was so angry.
I tried waking you, but you didn't wake up. I'm hungry. Come on, give me some food.
Get out, dumb bird.
So Mia saved her friend Gerda from the evil witch and brought her home. They got out of the carriage and said goodbye.
The witch almost turned me into the wicked Snow Queen. Thanks for saving me. How did you beat the witch?
Don't worry, you're safe now. Remember, you saved me too. We are good friends.
Yes, we are.
Friends help each other, right?
One day, Mia was gathering mushrooms to make a nice dinner for her grandfather. Poppy accompanied her.
These magic powers can be handy sometimes, right?
While she happily gathered the mushrooms, she came across her friend Kai.
Oh, what are you doing here, Kai?
Hello, Mia. I'm picking some herbs for my grandma.
Come on, let's go by the lake. There are more beautiful mushrooms and herbs there.
Kai liked the idea and they went to the lake together. Meanwhile, the Wicked Witch was preparing to host a feast for the witches' meeting.
I should have the feast in the evening.
There are lots of frogs in the swamp. I love frog legs.
You can eat that, silly bird. Aha! I've got it. A crispy baked chicken would be very nice, but I have to find a chicken.
Ah! I know where to find it.
Where?
I'll tell you if you give me some of your meal.
Tell me now, or I'll turn you into a stone.
Okay, I tell you. A flock of chickens lives on the lake shore.
The witch took her bag and got on her broomstick immediately.
Come with me, Snitch. Show me where this lake is.
The crow and the witch set out to the lake where the flock of chickens lived. When they arrived at the lake, the crow pointed to the lake below.
There they are!
The witch swooped down with her broomstick to get the mother chicken.
This will be a good meal. They're well fed.
When the mother hen saw the evil witch, she hid her babies among the bush. But she couldn't protect herself.
It's dumb.
Meanwhile, Mia and Kai also came to the lakeshore.
Look, Mia, there are many beautiful mushrooms here.
Suddenly, they heard Poppy barking.
Poppy is calling us.
When they got to where they heard the sound, they noticed Poppy trying to point to a bush.
Oh, there are lots of chicks here.
But why are they crying?
Where is their mother? Maybe something happened to her.
At that moment, a mole pulled his head out of his burrow. He told them that the evil witch kidnapped the chick's mother. Mia was very upset.
We must save their mother from the wicked witch. Otherwise, these poor chicks will be motherless.
When the witch saw wild strawberries on her way back, she decided to gather some and landed in the strawberry field.
With these strawberries, I can make a strawberry tart in the evening.
The witch left the bag where she had put the hen at the foot of a tree.
Keep an eye on that bag, Crow.
Okay.
Oh, these strawberries are great.
Just then, Mia and Kai also arrived at the field.
The witch is here! She's collecting strawberries. We must act now.
Leave it to me, Mia.
No, Kai. She's very dangerous. We must act together.
I can put you in danger, Mia. Wait here.
No, Kai, don't go.
But Kai didn't listen and ran to save the hen.
What are you doing here?
I will save this poor hen, wicked witch.
You're going to save the chicken. You'll melt like a candle under the sun.
Suddenly, Kai turned into a candle. Mia immediately took action when she saw Kai. First, she sent a black cloud in front of the sun that melted Kai.
Where did this cloud come from? What's happening?
Mia showed up. The witch was furious when she saw her.
Mia, this time, you're out.
Mia used her magic to untie the rope of the bag.
The chicken is on the run! The chicken is on the run!
Catch it! You useless crow! That's our meal! Ah!
The witch fell into a creek, so Mia immediately turned Kai back to himself.
What happened to me?
I will ruin you. Save me, Crow!
Let's escape before the witch gets out of the water.
Hurry up, witch! They're getting away! They're gone! The beautiful chicken is also gone! There's no broomstick either! How will you get back?
I will take my revenge on these kids one day.
I'm hungry! Find me food!
Shh! You useless bird!
Grah! Grah! Ah!
Finally, the kids took the hen back. The mother and the chicks were very happy to be together again.
You have your mother now. Watch out for the witch next time.
Kai was still trying to figure out what was going on. He asked Mia, intrigued.
How did you untie the bag and free the chicken? We flew on this witch's broom. How did you do that? How did you save me?
A little luck, a little courage. Let's take our baskets and go back. Our families are waiting for us.